Hello, hello. Happy Monday. It is Motivation Monday. It is a gorgeous October day here in North Carolina, and it is my dad's birthday as well. My dad turned 71 today, so happy birthday to my daddy. And anyway, so besides talking about my dad's birthday, I wanted to go live today to talk about momentum. So whenever we start out on a project, that could be a new business, that could be your new affiliate marketing business, that could be your coaching business. It could be just any new business that you started out, could be a new job, could be even a job search. Any new thing that we start out with, we have not developed momentum. And the laws of physics say an object at rest tends to stay at rest, right? That's the first part of it. Second is an object in motion tends to stay in motion. So when we first start something, we are in that place where we are, yes, Ron, cool, thanks, good to see you. We are in that place where we are like, if you think about a train like stopped on the tracks, like it takes so much power to get that train started, right? It's heavy. It's at rest. Again, it's got that law of physics working against it. That train's just like, you can see it just barely inching along if you've ever seen a train just start off. And that's the way we are when we start out on any new project or new business, right? So we start out, we're full of enthusiasm. Like we expect that like everything should just start happening like now, like yesterday. It should just start happening because we are full of excitement. We're full of energy. We're like that engine that's fully loaded up with fuel. And we're just like, choo, choo, like the smoke's coming out, the coal's burning. We're like ready to go. But that train's hard to start, So it's like you got a lot of you're working against that inertia, right? That object at rest. And so you're trying to push. So it can seem like it's just taking way too long to have any sort of success at all. Like I said, this could be a new business. It could be a new project. It could be a job search. And it's just like, why is nothing happening? I'm like full of energy. I'm putting everything into it. It seems like nothing's happening. And so unfortunately, a lot of times what we do is before we get to that place where we really start getting our momentum up and things turn around for us, we give up. We're like, it's not working. It's not working. I must need to do something else because this is just not working for me. But really, you're at that place where the wheels have just started turning, right? It's barely in motion. Like you can barely see that it's moving, but it's happening. And so when we give up at that point, the train, it's really easy for the train to stop again because it's barely moved. But we have to keep going. We have to keep that energy. We have to keep shoveling the coal in our little energy engine to keep building that pressure and keep building that momentum. And then what happens is, what'll start to happen is you'll start to pick up a little speed. So you'll start to pick up a little progress. And where this could be like in a job search, it could be you start getting calls back on the resumes that you put out, or you start getting calls for the networking events that you've been attending. In a business, it could mean leads start to come in. They may not be turning into sales yet, but leads start to come in, right? So you're like, okay, I'm seeing leads. That's how you know that your train is starting to pick up speed. Like, do not give up. Even if those leads don't convert, even if those calls on your resume don't turn into interviews, like you are building the momentum. Like you are now have the other part of that law of physics where an object in motion tends to stay in motion. Now that is on your side. Now that momentum's building. And just like, it's very difficult to stop a train. That's why you don't like pull out in front of a train because you will get hit. They cannot just slam on their brakes and stop. And, that train air conditioning, because my brother used to work for that company, train, their little logo or their little slogan was, it's hard to stop a train. And they meant that their product was really reliable. And they spell it TRANE, but it's the same thing. It's hard to stop a train. So once you have that momentum going, and, in the job search example, you start getting more calls on the resumes. You start getting interviews lined up. In your business, your leads, you start getting more and more and more leads. And maybe those first leads are starting to turn into little sales. This is your time that you are starting to really produce the fruit. And so it's really, really important to stay focused and stay on task with those things that you have been doing to get yourself going. So, keep doing your lead generation, whatever it is that you've been doing, whether it's been organic outreach or, networking, whatever it is, in the job search example, keep sending out the resumes, keep doing the follow-ups, because now things have started to change for you. And now it's virtually unstoppable. The only way that you can screw up or mess this up at this point and that it won't happen for you is if you stop, right? Because even if the train sped up really fast on the tracks, using the train example again, if they just cut the engines, eventually that train's going to slow down and stop. It's going to be hard to stop it, but if you keep the engines going, even just with a less brute force and brute power and fuel that you were initially putting in, now you're just momentum, you're just chugging along. So for your business, this could look like, you've been doing organic outreach and you've been posting on social media and you've been reaching out to people and you've been doing live videos, or you've been, having messenger conversations or whatever that is. You just keep doing those things, because now your success is just it's snowballing. You can't help but just explode. I'll give you an example, business-wise. So one of the guys on my team, he's amazing, and he started a few months ago, and he started having some small wins, and his small wins started to be good, and he had this vision. He had it on his vision that he wanted to be on the top of the leaderboard, right? And probably about a month ago, he was there. He was not on the top. He was probably number 6 or 8, but he kept going, kept doing the same things that were working. He cashed into that momentum. He kept doing the same things. He didn't get lazy. He didn't coast. He didn't say, hey, I'm on the leaderboard, but I'm probably never going to reach the top. These guys are far ahead of me. No, he kept going. And today he messaged me and said, hey, Loorna, guess what? I'm on the top of the leaderboard today. And I was like, yes. Here's somebody who took, the things that they were told to do, their organic outreach. They had their little organic outreach plan, and they worked it in the beginning. They didn't see any results. And then they started to see some results, some little results. And then they started to build momentum. And then today they're on the top, and they dehorsed people that have been up there and people that are, using paid strategies, and this person's just using organic. I mean, it's a huge, huge thing, but that was the momentum. It just became unstoppable. He could not help but succeed. And so now he's sitting there on the top of the leaderboard, and we're like, yes, man, you did it. But you know what? He's not going to rest on his laurels, because he wants to stay there. So even when you reach your goal, don't rest, don't kick up your feet, right? Keep going. What do you want to do next? Use that momentum that you already built and your success that you built getting to where you wanted to be, and use that to help propel you to the next goal. Don't say, okay, well, I reached it, so let me just sit on the sofa and eat bonbons and potato chips, and let that train start slowing down, and eventually stop. Keep that going. What's the next goal that you have? What's your next milestone? Is it more money? Is it hey, I want to take my kids to Disney? Is it, what is it that you want to do? What is your next goal? Keep that going. Not because you're constantly having to achieve, because you're trying to make up for something that you feel like you're missing, but because it's as human beings we're here to constantly evolve and grow. And so what will help you grow next, right? What's the next thing that you want to accomplish to help you grow, to add even more to this world, to build even a bigger, more important, or, to you, more important legacy, right? What do you want to leave behind? It's, there's nothing that we can't do, especially once we've harnessed that power of momentum. The key is so important, is not giving up in those early stages where it seems like nothing's happening. Because that is where things are happening, and things are going to start to turn around. Things are going to start to change. I planted a vertical garden earlier this summer, and I knew nothing about gardening, nothing. I've killed aloe plants. That's how bad I am with gardening. But I was determined that I wanted to grow some stuff, even though I knew nothing about it. So I got this vertical garden, and I got these seeds, and I planted this stuff, and I could have said, okay, it's been a week, I don't see anything, let's dump this thing out. It didn't work. But what happened under the ground, under the dirt, stuff was happening. Things were sprouting. And let me just tell you, I got some amazing cucumbers off of this. I got some amazing herbs, and all because I had the patience and kept watering and kept, putting what needed to be done, the energy into it to build that momentum. And so it's important for you, and whatever it is, whatever project that you're working on, whatever, if it's a business, if it's a job, whatever it is, that you keep putting forth the effort. Do not give up like right before things start to show fruit. Do not give up. Whatever you do, don't give up, because you can do this. It will happen for you if you stay consistent and you keep doing it. It will happen for you. It cannot help but happen for you if you keep doing it. If you stay consistent, it can't help but happen for you. So I want to give you that encouragement to stay on track, to stay motivated, to stay doing the right things that have brought other success, or you've been given as a formula for success. Keep doing those things even in the early stages if it seems like it's not going to happen, because it is happening behind the scenes. Things are happening, and before you know it, your little choo-choo train is going to be going 80 miles an hour down the track, and you're going to be like, woo, woo, my choo-choo train's going. And you're going to say, like, I thought my train was like stuck, but it is going, it is moving. So let that happen for you. Harvest the power of momentum. Just remember, it takes a little bit of time for that momentum to build, but once it does, you are going to be able to not have to put so much effort in, and things are just going to keep happening for you. So my wish for you is to have all the success that you desire, for your dreams to come true, and for whatever it is, thank you, Katie, that you want to create in this world, for it to happen and manifest for you. And it will. I promise you, it will. You just stay consistent, keep doing the work, and it's going to happen, and you're just going to be blown away, because you're going to be like, oh my gosh, it finally did. And you're going to feel so good. So keep it up. Keep it up, keep it up. If you got to watch this video, if you got to watch other motivational stuff on YouTube to keep yourself going, do that. Mwah. I wish you nothing but love. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday.